Ever wonder what it's really like
What's that?
to work in academia, I mean?
Oh, right. Yeah.
We all have this picture, right,
Yeah.
of the professor,
Yeah.
up there lecturing,
Yeah.
doing research, but
Mm.
what about all the stuff we don't see?
It's a whole world.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's what we're diving into today.
Lots to uncover.
All the hidden challenges for academics.
People have lots of misconceptions, I think.
I think so, too.
That whole image of the ivory tower, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a little romanticized.
Totally. It's like everyone thinks professors just wander around,
Right.
lost in thought.
Having those big eureka moments.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But reality is way more complicated.
So much more. So the source material for today's deep dive
Yeah.
poses this really interesting question.
Okay.
It asks, what are the greatest struggles of academics working in higher education?
Ooh, that's a big one.
It is a big one.
Lots to unpack there. So let's break it down. What are we even talking about when we say academics?
Well, first you got to realize,
Yeah.
academia, it's not just one job.
Right.
You've got professors who are balancing like teaching and research,
Hmm.
dedicated researchers who are,
Right.
pushing the boundaries of what we know,
Yeah.
lecturers who are really focused on just teaching.
Yeah.
And each path has its own set of hurdles.
So not all academics are created equal.
Exactly. Very different experiences.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But when we talk about struggles,
Yeah.
what are some of the big ones?
One that comes up all the time,
Hmm.
this publish or perish pressure.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that.
It's not just a saying.
Right.
Like, an academic's career can really depend on how much they publish,
Oh, wow.
and in top journals, too.
Makes sense. But
Yeah.
isn't publishing kind of the whole point?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Like, that's how we all learn new stuff, right?
Yeah, publishing is vital. Absolutely. Problem is, the way it's all incentivized now,
Yeah.
it can end up valuing quantity over quality,
Oh, interesting.
In universities, they get judged on these metrics,
Okay.
like straight up publication count,
Huh.
which impacts their funding and rankings and all that.
I see.
So there's this huge pressure to just churn out papers,
Yeah.
sometimes at the expense of deep, really groundbreaking research.
Wow, I hadn't thought of it that way.
The kind of research that might take years,
Yeah.
to really develop.
It's like the system is working against itself almost.
Yeah, it creates a real conflict.
And then on top of all that pressure,
Right.
they've got to find funding too.
Oh, yeah, that's a whole other beast.
Like, how does that even work?
Research grants are super competitive.
Yeah.
Researchers spend so much time writing proposals
Oh, I bet.
for projects that might never even get funded.
Can you imagine?
Pouring your heart into this amazing idea
Yeah.
and then getting told no over and over.
That would be so demoralizing.
Especially if you really think your research could make a difference.
Totally.
And then you got to balance all of that
Mm.
with teaching, mentoring students, departmental duties.
Oh, my gosh.
It's a lot.
No wonder work-life balance is such a struggle.
It's a huge problem in academia.
Yeah, you're painting a very different picture than I had in my head.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize.
What about
Yeah.
what about those adjunct professors?
Oh, yeah.
I've heard that term, but
They're often brilliant, highly qualified,
okay.
but stuck in this cycle of short-term contracts,
Really?
low pay, no benefits.
Wow.
They might be teaching multiple courses
Oh, wow.
at different universities just to make ends meet.
So they're running all over the place.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Leaves them with little time for their own research.
Yeah.
Or even a personal life sometimes.
That sounds really tough.
It's a very precarious existence.
Makes you wonder how sustainable it is for everyone.
Definitely.
I mean, for the people themselves, but also for research in general.
If we're always pushing people to the brink,
Yeah.
it makes you wonder about the quality of work.
So what does all this mean for those of us outside academia?
I think it means we need to be more aware
Of what?
of where our knowledge comes from,
Right.
and all the pressures that shape it.
That's a good point.
Next time you read a groundbreaking study or
Yeah.
hear about a new scientific discovery, think about the people behind it.
Yeah.
Think about the sacrifices they might have made,
Mm-hmm.
the challenges they overcame.
To bring us that knowledge.
Exactly.
That's a really powerful takeaway for sure.
It's important to remember.
This whole deep dive has given me such a new perspective on academia.
It's a fascinating world, that's for sure.
So if someone's out there listening
Yeah.
and thinking about a career in research or science,
It can be very rewarding.
are there resources to help them navigate this crazy world?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like what?
If you're interested in higher ed jobs
Ah.
specifically,
Okay.
especially in research and science,
Mm-hmm.
Definitely check out academicjobs.com.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of them.
They specialize in connecting academics with opportunities.
Across all kinds of fields.
Tons of specialties.
Awesome. Well, I think we're about out of time.
Just one last thought to leave you with.
Okay, hit me.
How do you think these struggles, these hidden costs,
Yeah?
how do you think they're influencing the very knowledge that shapes our world?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Hmm.
I'll be thinking about that for a while.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep those brains buzzing.
Bye.
Bye.